Said no to the invite.
Yeah, like he
Bam,
already
we're
had
live.
something going on.
Hey, remember that video I showed you guys last night that I told you I'm obsessing on? I just
Yes.
can't stop watching it. You think that video is inappropriate for this show?
No,
No?
no. You think it's inappropriate?
I don't know.
I felt like we've shown something very similar.
Maybe we have. Maybe it's I go into different moods. Maybe I have like different. Maybe I'm not consistent in my. I watched it again this morning. I woke up this morning and watched that video again. I think something's wrong with me. I'm not. I've never really been like that, but I just can't stop watching that video. You know what it is? Is the clips are too short. I need like 5 minutes of that just to like study what's going on.
That's supposed like the 30-second loop.
It's truly fascinating. I think every person I've shown it to is pretty like happy that they saw it. I haven't showed it to. Oh, I did show it to one girl.
How'd that go?
But she goes, I can do that. And then I go, you can? Can you show me? And then she goes, no, the thing with my eyes. I can do that with my eyes. And I was like, oh.
That's a disappointment. That's not the part of the video you wanted recreated.
I don't think I don't think that's good for you.
The eye thing?
No, well, that I don't know about that, but the other part, the dance, I don't know if that dance is good for you. I think like long term, it might like fuck your shit up.
Yeah. You only got so many of those wiggles in the arsenal there before we start having issues. Long-term problems.
Do you guys want to see it? I don't know if you guys want to see it. I mean, some of you definitely want to see it. If you're on a big TV, you probably. The thing is after Google imaging big dick guy, I don't think anything is inappropriate anymore. All right, fair. You know what it is? Probably I'm probably a little embarrassed that I watch how many times I've watched it.
Just never admit to it.
Yeah, I don't think like a 50-year-old man with 3 kids should be just like obsessing on a video like this. It seems a little. I don't know. I hope more for myself.
Wouldn't that be funny? You know, your phone.
I mean, I wear cashmere sweaters.
Yeah, you're above a video like that in a cashmere.
Do you know what I mean?
Just go around slanging those videos in a cashmere.
Yeah. Something doesn't seem. Oh yeah, and then I see people like Paulina in the comments, and I met her in person, and I definitely now don't want to show the video,
even though she was the one that said, "Let's see it."
Oh, she did? I didn't even see that. She's such a nice lady.
Look at Connor Johnson. Like, can you play that video with that astute gentleman on the show here? Look at his icon photo.
Wow. Good morning, everyone. Sevan Integrity. Someone sent me a video of Candace Owens defending Rihanna's finger diddle, and I was kind of excited to see it. And the first thing I noticed on a completely superficial level is that Candace looks like a clown. She looks like she fell off the set of. She looks like a Ronald McDonald character. She has so much makeup on, and something doesn't look right with her. I wonder if she maybe has an eating disorder, even though she was pregnant. Like she looks gaunt or something. But I've seen other pregnant women. Maybe women start to look like that when they're breastfeeding. But and she's a beautiful woman, so I hate to see her looking like that. Let me see if you can. I don't see it. Maybe put Candace Owens, Rihanna, and then go to videos, and maybe you'll see the picture. But here's what's crazy. And I hope this doesn't happen to me, and I think it does happen to me. I think as people become, I think the reason why people have liked her so much is because of her logic, right? She speaks so logically, and she's young and she's feisty. And sometimes I get a little bummed of how aggressive she is. But I think when people start to become really popular, at least in their own head, they stop using their logic and they resort to just idiot. Oh yeah, there she is right there. That's the outfit. Yeah.
That is not flattering on her.
No, and if you see the actual video, the makeup on her is crazy. But she says she opens with the premise that the reason why the video is not bad is because there's no dildos or butt cheeks in it. And so she's saying it's you like there's no dildos, there's no butt cheeks. It's not a big deal. She's just performing her music. And it's like saying that argument when you come out with that premise is like saying it's okay that they beat the Jews. At least they didn't. It's not like they took them to Auschwitz and burned them in the ovens. It's like you're saying you set the bar so low with your opening premise that as long as there's no butt cheeks or dildos in it, you're cool with the video.
Was she doing that as like shock effect to say that and be like, but there's butt cheek and dildos at your kid's school?
But she's doing it
And
to
everyone's like,
defend. She's doing it to defend. It's like people do that in my comments all the time. Two wrongs. Like there's this guy who's just got a hard on for me, and anytime I say something, he's like, "But Trump did it." It's like the two wrongs. I'm like, yeah, so what? Trump also fucking took $1 million from Pfizer and was pushing the vaccine. I ain't on his dick.
yeah, and that was when it was bad. Remember when he was behind
Yeah,
it?
that's when it was a
bad.
bad vaccine. So I just hope I don't become intellectually lazy like that. Well, there was no dildos in it, so it's absolutely fine that she diddled herself. I mean, can't you just give me another reason why it's cool that she diddled herself and then smelt her fingers? Like this. How about this? Before the Super Bowl started, they ran an ad saying, "Hey, this show isn't for anyone under 18 years old," and that there were going to be some pretty risque dance moves in it. I'd be like, okay, yeah, that's cool.
Oh, I was gonna say, did they do that?
No, fuck no.
We took a bet as like what song she was gonna open with. Did I say this already on the podcast? I don't know if
No,
I
say it again.
It was
repeating things is my way of doing things.
It was like a funny bet that was going around was like what was Rihanna's opening song, and then made a list of like all her hit songs. She has a lot of hit songs, and we picked one out, and everybody ruled out like "Bitch Better Have My Money" as like the opening song because they're like no
they're not
way.
going to show that on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that was for sure the song that she opened with.
It's fucking awesome.
Which was pretty funny.
Yeah, I enjoyed all the music. I didn't think the dancing was anything special. I thought those things flying over the stadium were kind of cool. I thought they were cool for a minute, but I think I got a little bored with them. I did like the fact that it was the best halftime Super Bowl show I've ever seen. There's no denying that. And because I could see her. Usually it's just chaos down there, right? There's like a million people and too many singers, and yeah, like stop it.
Is that what you were referring to last time when they had all like Eminem, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg out there?
And I was brokenhearted that Eminem went woke. I didn't know Eminem.
Woke?
Yeah, he's a full-blown racist. Yeah, he's a full-blown. Did you see what Xavier posted on his Instagram?
No.
The guy we had on the show, the guy who goes to your gym. Oh, yeah. Bums me out.
What? Wait, why? Hold on.
It's just more intellectual laziness. I like the guy, but it's just like, why would he do that?
I always wondered if you think there's some sort of like script that has to be followed, or at some point, like everybody's all independent, then they get hooked onto like Blaze TV or whatever the network is, and then all of a sudden they're kind of like shuttled down a path like regular mainstream media. You think there's truth to those smaller ones like that too?
Say it one more time.
Like now that he's attached to, I forget which one it is, like Blaze TV or Turning Point or something like that, that you're kind of like funneled. Like if you and I disagree, now that we're on Blaze, like we can't disagree. We have to kind of stay in the same lane together.
Maybe, I don't think it's explicit, but maybe implicit. Let's look at this comment. Dan Guerrero, dude, it was a halftime show. All right, dude. She carried it on her own while pregnant. Yeah, I agree. Who gives a shit about this? I don't know. You seem to. You wanted to let me know it's a halftime show and she did it while she was pregnant. Who gives a shit about this? I don't know. You seem to care. I just thought it was intellectually lazy that Candace Owens. I don't think the premise for your argument should be, well, at least there were no dildos. I just think that sets the bar too low. My wife cheated on me again, but she didn't fuck the guy this time. She fucked my wife cheated on me again. She fucked the guy, but she didn't get his phone number. It was fantastic.
It's not a long-term thing.
It was fantastic.
It's a one-time thing.
I think it's I disagree with you. This is lazy as well. I disagree with you, Dan. I think that this is a fun example to illustrate poor thinking.
So what was your feeling on the What'd you call it? The diddle? The diddle sniff?
I don't think it's appropriate for the halftime show.
No.
I don't want my kid to be like, why did she touch her vagina and smell it? I don't want to, I don't think I just wanted to watch football.
What about
I want to talk to my kids about that later.
Isn't that always
what?
Isn't that always the case with the Super Bowl show though? Isn't there always some sort of risque scandal so advertisers really get their money?
I should have known better. It's my fault. I agree. Yes. If that's where you're going, I agree.
No. I was just saying it just always seems to be something that happens. Remember when Justin Timberlake like ripped off the top and like Janet Jackson's nip showed on live TV?
And you know why I was upset about that? Because to this day, I don't feel like I ever got a good shot of her titty. I was like,
you were robbed?
Yeah, I was like, what? I was proud of my anyway.
That's funny.
Sevan or Hiller, who to watch? Hiller. Always Hiller.
Yeah, I thought I saw he had something like a live up.
Right now?
Yeah, he's live by himself right now. He probably did it to be an hour out in front of us, and then we switched on him last minute.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Just send him a link.
Or Andrew.
Morning.
Hi, good morning. I tried to go live with Andrew yesterday on my Instagram because I wanted to congratulate him on his year. Okay. Hi, Corey.
I wanted to thank you for the bedroom recommendation. I switched my grip up and nothing's been more fantastic.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You went shotgun.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Incredible sense.
That you're very welcome. It's an incredible
experience.
Yeah. You have a threesome.
Yeah. So here's the question today, and then I'll let y'all go.
Please.
I've had a couple people give me a different perspective on issuing burpees to my daughter as punishment in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
And you and Josh talked about it the other day again, where y'all were having fun with giving burpees to your daughter. But is there anything to be concerned with them associating that with
you know what you're going to do? You're going to end up doing, Corey, is you're going to associate punitive damages with exercise and make exercise not fun for your kid. Here's the thing, man. If you're a fucking asshole parent, then you're an asshole parent. And everything you do with your kids is going to fucking your kids are just not going to want to be around you. My kids just know, like, this F-bomb slips out of your mouth, you do 10 burpees. I just look at them. You do the 10 burpees without crying, you only do 5. It's like our penal system. You start crying, maybe it's doubled. You act like a real douche, and all 3 you go to the garage. But I didn't hit him. Yeah, but you're his brother. I think he learned that from you. And it just becomes fun. Yeah, there's these people who think that, like, for me, it's always just fun. My life is like this podcast. There's a bit of just like, it's high energy, and there's always a bit of just like, hey, this is all just a show. Even the part of the burpees, like, hey, you play along with the game or shit's going to get weird. But I think that some people, I mean, if you're a fucking asshole and you wake, like, it's 3 in the if it's 3 in the morning and you see your kids left their toys out and you wake them up and drag them out to the garage where it's 34 degrees and do burpees, yeah, it's fucked up. It's abusive, I think. But if it's integrated in the relationship, I wish I could explain it better. There's a my kids still love doing burpees. My kids will say to me still, the shit that I punish my kids with, my kids will just come up to me at least once a week and be like, hey, can we go in the garage and get strong? I mean, I always tell them that too. I go, God, you're so lucky. You have the greatest dad in the world. When you get in trouble, you get strong.
Well, I wasn't too concerned because every burpee I issue, I do half of them with her. It's like,
that's right, even crazy. I've thought about that. Maybe I should do them with them. And then I'm like, fuck that. One time my kids did like 300 burpees in an hour. Well, say it again.
It's like the military. If you fuck up, we have to pay punishment together. So, like, don't fuck up the whole team.
Yeah.
Just by your actions.
Yeah, and I do a lot of that group punishment, and it takes the kind of the abuse element out. You know, it takes out the psychological abuse. Like, one of my friends is like, "Hey, I have a daughter. I can't treat my daughter the way you treat all 3 of your boys. They have each other," because they kind of feel like it's them against me, which is kind of cool, right? And the truth is too, I would say, a huge chunk of the time that when they're in there taking their punishment, it just turns into a workout. You know what I mean? So like sometimes if they're just wild, fucking wild, I'll take them into the garage. We don't always do burpees, and I have an assault runner, and I'll set the assault runner for 99 rounds, and I just have them do 30 seconds on, and they just go in a circle. And although that takes 45 minutes, by the time they're done with that, they're ready. We've never just done that and then left the garage. It's always like, okay, we're warmed up. Now what? So I don't know. And sometimes, Corey, sometimes it's just, I have a bucket of like really soft balls, and they like this game too, but it's their punishment. And I just line them up against the garage, and it's their favorite punishment. And I just throw these yellow soft balls at them. They're like, we've been bad. Can you throw the balls at us? So, I mean, it's not, right. I don't know, if you're using the burpees just to be an asshole, then yeah, your kids are probably going to hate. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, some kid drops F-bomb in the back of the van. It's raining outside. I don't pull over and make my kid do 20 burpees on a gravel road. It's not like that. But I mean, like the other morning they did 300 burpees in less than an hour for fucking off. I mean, they weren't stoked. I made them do 100 of them with dumbbells in their hands, 2.5 pound and 5 pound dumbbells. And I usually set the timer, right? I have a interval timer, so it's like totally manageable. So that's how I do it. But yeah, I get that all the time. Hey, you're gonna make your kids hate exercising. Hey, fuck off and have your own kids.
All right. Appreciate it, brother.
Okay, thank you.
Later.
Andrew Hiller has more viewers than Sevan. Always. He has more subscribers. He has more viewers. He has bigger muscles.
He's talking about whatever the open workout. That's like flies on shit to these fucking people.
Right, good point.
What's that wall walks? I'll listen to it for another week. Sign me up.
Yeah. Let's talk about it's fine. I don't know if you can call yourself a Sevanista if you drop this show and go to Hiller.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Jeff, I deadlifted 295 yesterday on accident. It was crazy. Go. I'll go to Hiller. I'm just going through the motions today. I haven't even shown you. I'm so Hiller's confident and full of luster and TRT, and I'm over here like too insecure to show you my favorite video because you might judge me. This is
over here bitch about Rihanna did a little.
Yeah.
Let's bring up a scoring system about CrossFit athletes. That'll get them over here.
Oh my God, our numbers are skyrocketing.
Just mentioning it.
Okay.
All right, we're in now. I got my long, infinite list of numbers here ready to rock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I put something at the top today for us.
Oh, okay. All right. Easy access. The one that just says yikes.
Oh, that big that writing thing I already said in the Hari Singh show. I liked that show. I walked into the party at Greg's house yesterday, and someone goes, "I go, what'd you think of the show?" And they told me it was boring.
Really?
Yeah, someone told me that last night at the party.
He definitely didn't look the part of all the affiliate, like compared to all the affiliate owners we've had on, and him, it's like doesn't match up,
He's a different kind of affiliate owner.
Yeah. And it was crazy how much he was like into the keeping that name.
Yeah.
You know, which I don't blame him for, by the way. I think if you got CrossFit in New York City, you hold on to that until the bitter end.
Yeah. That was interesting. I thought that was interesting too.
Yeah.
Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna when I finally like hit a wall, like when I think I've actually done a bad bit on the show this morning, I'll show you guys the video.
That'll be talking
about. Yeah. That'll be like, oh shit, Sevan, you showed us.
He's fucking up. Cue it up.
Okay, number 17. Hey, Alan, someone sent me a picture of a Liver King video, Alan Kestenbaum. And they're sitting at the dinner table, and someone's sitting there wearing a CEO shirt. I was wondering if that was you, actually. Eric Brandt. What about last night? $9.99. Oh yeah, last night was cool. I was just the reason why I was late to the show today. I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on, Mr. Eric. Look, do you think that's really a picture of Eric? Eric's one of those dudes that's bald in the front but still has long hair.
I think that is a real picture of Eric just because of like the shallow depth of field and stuff like that. Like, doesn't seem like it was just grabbed off the internet.
And he has a that is his hair resting on his shoulders, right?
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
And he has a tank top. That's probably him.
Yeah, it's probably.
He's probably got some guns under there. Okay. Sorry. Back to this video. This one's pretty crazy. I debated whether showing you guys this, but I watched it like 10 times. So I'm like, yeah, they probably want to see it. This chick's going for a lift, and we'll play it a bunch of times in a row so you can see it. It's fucking crazy.
Do we need the audio for it, or is it just
no? You don't need to.
Okay.
I trip when I watch videos like this because I'm always watching the people around,
like their reactions. And
yeah.
I do that a lot too.
First, I watch the video, and then I start looking for people's reactions. The guy on the left, you go ahead and play it. The guy on the left is
Oh.
I couldn't tell if that. I can't tell if that weight actually lands on her head.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
You think so?
Yeah, you could tell. But when her arms extended out, it looks like she kind of pushes it away, or at least slows it down right there.
Man. So I don't know what her legs are doing. What was the lift? What is is it a snatch? What is it? Is it
no, that's a clean and jerk. So she's got, it looks like she made the clean in the sense that she got up over her head, and as she went to bring her feet together to complete the lift, she lost stability, and it looked like the bar just started receding too far back, and she just freaking lost her balance.
Her legs kind of go sideways.
Yeah, she got the stanky leg going. I like how the comment here is, where are the spotters? What? Huh? What would they have done? Like catch the barbell as it was falling?
Yeah, that's just someone who just doesn't understand the sport.
Yeah, the spotters are, you just drop the fucking bar and get out of the way.
That's like saying when Denard Hamlin went down, where was the defibrillator? It's like, it's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming. Let me see one more time. I want to see because I was just looked at the fall. I wasn't even paying attention to the lift. Okay. Let me see that. Let me see that one time. I want to see what lift.
So she receives the clean here, and then you can see how the bar is a little bit off kilter, and as she goes to push her back foot back, she loses her balance, and then the bar comes too far back.
I don't like her split jerk position either.
Yeah, it was fucked from the get-go because you see how her back foot turned. Like, so if we watch it again here, her back foot turns and her heel drops to the ground immediately. She's not on the ball of the foot.
Boom, what are her shoes doing? What are those like pieces of material hanging off her shoes?
I think those are the Velcro strap across the front of those. I mean, there's got to be no bull lifters. Everybody turns an ankle on a pair of no bulls.
My goodness. Yeah, good observation, Weston. A big crowd for a local weightlifting meet.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Oh, and that's 180 pounds.
What
is that 180.2 back there? Second lift, 180 pounds.
Oh, good catch. Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's a pretty.
Oh, that's a good point too. Jason Miller, she might be blacking out. That's a really good point.
Yeah, that's true. Except for she was pretty far along the lift. We just don't have the video before this, but yeah, that's a real possibility.
Yeah, dude, check it out. You're so right. There's a moment where all of a sudden she just puts her head back, like someone punches her in the face.
Yeah,
that was a mistake. That's like those chicks that we've seen who fall. Girls with the giant titties falling forward.
Mm-hmm.
This is the giant head going backwards. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hal Roberts, does she grab her knee at the end there? Oh, another great observation. I didn't see that one. Let's see if she does grab her knee. Oh yeah, something happens. Maybe Hal's right. Dude, her legs do some Bambi shit.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, and he's talking about she's grabbing her left knee. So the one.
And before she leans back, it's like something happens right at the knees.
Yeah. She gets weak at the knees. That's for sure.
Yeah. She saw me in the audience. All right. Man down.
Yeah, for sure.
This is an hour earlier than we normally do our show. And last night we were at a party at Greg's. You know, I do this to myself. I ruin parties for myself because I drink so much water So I was drinking like such
Pissing.
diluted drinks that I have to pee so much. I probably drank 6 sparkling waters yesterday.
Nice and hydrated.
Yeah, so there were 8 fights, and I probably went to the bathroom 8 times. I probably had to go to the bathroom in the second round of every fight. Yeah, it was awesome. There was more brisket than you could possibly eat there.
Oh,
And
so good.
this morning I was on the toilet 3 times. I had to text Souza like, "Hey, I'm going to be late." I mean, it was crazy. And my wife threw up in the middle of the night, like she got some bad meat. Yeah, it was crazy. I asked her this morning. She's supposed to take the kids to 2 birthday parties back to back today. I said I got it. Of course, I got it.
Back to back birthdays.
My wife doesn't get sick. Sevan, do you follow the water guy, Martin Reese? No. Who's that? Yeah, it was like I have a bubbly bladder this morning. That's a great description of it. I don't know what that is, but I ate so much. I ate 2 huge plates of brisket probably last night. I felt like 4 pounds of brisket. I mean, not at once. Like I probably ate 2 pounds at 4, and then another 2 pounds at like 9.
It was so good, and it was super easy just to keep eating it.
And I put so much fucking hot sauce on it. I don't even know why we order the steak. I just started following the water sommelier guy as a joke, and now 2 years later, I'm obsessed with finding new and more challenging waters. Thank you for this.
Water sommelier? Is that how you?
Yeah. We had someone on who said that you should only drink rainwater, didn't we?
I don't know. Rainwater? Unfiltered rainwater? Not in Palestine, that's for sure.
Did you see? Yeah, did you see that did you see that snowball when they light the snowball on fire?
Oh fuck, no.
And it melts because there's plastic in it. Maybe I have a clip of that somewhere. It is. I can't even believe this is real. Have you guys seen this clip where the guy gets the snowball,
lights it on fire? I've seen the one where they're like out in the backcountry next to a creek, and they just throw a rock into the creek, and it just bubbles up all oily.
Oh, 454. Look at 454. No, not rainwater. 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 See if you can see if we get a spike in viewers when Hiller goes off the air.
Okay, hold on. Let me bring up his thing so I can see.
Hiller must be getting lazy. Only lazy people go live. Did she die? That's a great question. Let's just say she's okay. Let's just say, Chris, she's fine. No, 454.
Yeah, sorry. I was checking in on Hiller's, and then I see people that I'd normally see here over there. Then I got jealous.
Make a list of their names.
I will. There's a few right on the top.
Make a list of their names. Bruce Wayne, your toast.
Audio for this one?
Yes, please. Yes. Watch this.
I'm here with Johnny.
A little snow.
Okay. And
this should be melting.
This is a snowball from the deck. And check this out.
You figured this would melt. No, there's smoke coming from that. Look at it. It's turning black. That's because there's plastic in there.
And it smells like plastic, Johnny. Look at that.
It's not melting. No melting.
And black.
Now smell.
What the fuck?
That's plastic.
Ooh.
That's plastic. That is plastic.
Oh my God.
This is not melting.
So the effects of Ohio and many of the other explosions, there's been at least 5 that we haven't even been told about.
Wow.
You think water would be coming from this?
This is meant to be pure Canadian snow.
You think the
look at the comments.
They're turned off.
Oh shit! There used to be comments on it.
Yeah, there's no option to see him now.
Oh, that's stupid. Audrey, they won't show that on TV. There's all sorts of people trying to give explanations for this.
Oh, in the comments?
Yeah.
Well, actually,
yeah, it's because the flame is too close to the snowball, or that's the way snow reacts, or it's just all this shit that I'm like, really?
Imagine seeing
Yes, thank you, Kenneth. Someone with snow, go outside and test this right now, please. Yeah. Can someone do that?
that. Yeah.
No, actually don't. I don't want to lose the viewer. Can someone tell someone who's watching Hiller to do that?
I'll go in his comment section and let him know.
Oh my goodness. You go back to Hiller where you came from. MLK 5240. What are they what are we testing, Heidi? So Heidi, that guy took a snowball and then he holds a lighter underneath it, and the lighter just the snowball doesn't melt. It's basically just turning black. And what they're saying is the assumption there is because of all the chemicals that are in our air right now, because of all these fucking accidents, that it's made it so the snow and the water and the shit falling from the sky has some plastic component to it, that it's changed the consistency, the makeup of the snow. And I don't know enough about fucking physics and weather patterns and how molecules behave to be like, is this true or not? Who has snow now? Yeah. Oh, look it. Heidi says she's going to try it. Jeez. Okay. Plastic snow, 454. We'll get to the bottom of this shit. Right here on Dr. Science, the Dr. Science show. Maybe now's a good time to show that video that I didn't want anyone to know that I watched now that Heidi's gone.
Yeah.
Here we go. Kenneth DeLapp, with our first expert opinion. Odds are probably 50-50. Thank you.
Interesting. I was just
we could send Heidi a link and do it live. That's I mean, I don't know
our
how
viewers up.
Yeah, you guys. Then we'd have Heidi on, and okay, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can send this over to. I'll send Heidi a link.
Be funny if she clicks it and she's really just sitting in the living room and you could hear Hiller's video in the background.
Oh, it's Heidi. That would be the end of us.
She's like, oh, I was just getting ready to type in the comments. It didn't work. Wasn't even gonna run the experiment.
Oh, Hiller just texted me.
I bet you. I wonder if he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this video live because I know these guys are gonna go on at 7," and then we're like, "Psych, we went on at 6."
Susan, what are you doing today? It's you're hosting a half marathon.
No, I'm not. There's a half marathon that's being ran in Livermore, and we just have CrossFit Livermore just has a booth down there.
Oh, so that's the kind of stuff you have to do if you're an affiliate owner.
Yeah, we set up a little recovery booth, except for the weather's supposed to be real shitty.
Oh,
I'm not looking forward to it that much.
How was the drive home from Greg's last night? Dude, when I got home, my house was making sounds I've never heard it make. I've lived here for fucking 6 years. The wind was nuts. Was it windy?
Oh, I must have just missed it. No, the drive home was perfectly fine.
Oh my God, it was crazy windy.
There's just one part in the 17.
Okay, look at Chris Cordino. My snowball melts very clean, not like that dude's at all. Wow. It's pouring in Livermore now. Wow. Okay.
RB in Livermore. Is it pouring? I can't even see out the window. It's still dark outside.
My snow melts with just a little black, which I attribute to the butane. So that's what people were saying in the comments, that there was some black. But why? Why would I didn't understand why the butane would make it black. But like I said, I'm no physicist.
You're no expert.
Yeah, I'm no chemist.
What do you know?
My snowball melted as well. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, thank you. Oh, why are you and Hiller both live at the same time? By the way, Hiller got mo viewers. Well, thank you.
That makes me feel so good.
Yeah.
I'm glad he told us.
He has more subscribers.
I was fucking dying to know.
He can lift more than us. 18. They said sorry. Number 18.
All the way back up.
Let's see.
Okay, got audio. Yeah, they got a live call-in. Yeah, I didn't think so. We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Action.
Sure. Let's see what this young lady has to say.
Action.
I can apologize right now. I'm deeply sorry for anyone who was inappropriately subjected to discrimination as a result of their vaccine status. I'm deeply sorry for any government employee that was fired from their job because of their vaccine status. And I welcome them back if they want to come back.
You want to know what I heard? I heard we lied. You guys found out and you caught us. So we'll just cover it up with a deep apology. How about no? How about they get their jobs back and they get tons of financial, like, what is it, compensation? Or these people are actual psychos. They ruined lives. They ruined people's lives. People literally couldn't pay their bills. People literally lost their homes. They lost their life insurance. They lost their health insurance over a lie. What do you think, peeps? Is this a good enough apology? Is it good enough? What is going to be good enough? How about we lock up every single person who went along with this lie and enforced these unconstitutional mandates and crimes against humanity on populations, and they go to jail for it? How about that? How about that?
I can apologize.
It's interesting. There's an interesting thing going on here, right? The reason why Pfizer is never going to come out and say that those vaccines injured people and no one's ever going to come out, Moderna, they're never going to come out, because if they do, it's going to cost them a shitload of money. Legally, they probably can't even come out. You could argue that it's against their fiduciary duty, that they have to defend their lie, right? As a corporation. There's no people there. It's just a bunch of written paperwork that people made up. I know so many people have a hard time understanding that. It is always just people here. When we use words like government or corporations or that shit or demons or devils or evil, it's just, well, once again, it's just intellectually lazy. It's just people. And if we take, I feel her anger, but if we don't accept people for their apologies or their mistakes, and we still want to punish people after they apologize, and if we're still angry and we don't forgive people, then why would anyone ever want to come out and be honest? Oh, look at this.
Oh shit!
Why would I just want to live with honest people? That's the
Is that a dog?
Hold both hands.
What's up?
What? All right, here you see we have snow.
Oh, Heidi, you are fucking amazing. I can't even believe this is real. God, you have beautiful hands.
Oh, she's being attacked by a wild dog.
It's not wild. It's just acts wild.
Oh
my
hi,
goodness.
friend.
Okay.
Don't say any cuss words.
I won't.
I have a child holding the phone.
Yeah.
What's happening? You gotta get that safety. Pop that safety off that lighter.
How do you do that?
Just get a little key in there and pop it out through the front. Come on.
I don't have access to that.
Heidi, why do you have a lighter?
Well,
the lighter candles.
it's for candles and stuff, you know. Well, okay, let me go get a better, like an industrial candle lighter. We'll be back.
Yeah, or even just light a candle.
Just light a candle?
Yeah, just bring a candle out there, and that way you can just hold the snowball over it.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm on it. I'll be back.
Just a thought. Okay.
Okay.
Bye. We'll try round 2. Science with Heidi. God, that kid's voice is so cute.
Yeah, it was. Especially because it was unexpected, you know.
I want to accept people's apologies. I don't know. I felt like that lady's apology was pretty good. And when you say you want to financially compensate those of us who got fucked, I hear you. I'm not against it, but then it's like, you know that it's just our money too. It's like reparations. It's just our money. And eventually, every time we print more money to fix things like that, it just ends up going back to who, Bezos.
It all flows back to the top.
Yeah, it always does that.
Yeah, because they know how to yield the power of capital.
Hey, did you see Walmart in an unprecedented move? Walmart is shutting down 6 Walmarts in the Pacific Northwest
Because of like being robbed?
I don't know, but I saw a picture of one that was completely fucking empty yesterday. It's pretty crazy.
Interesting.
I don't know. I want to accept people's apology. I'm not that lady's apology was pretty fucking good to me.
An apology without some sort of action as to how it's not going to happen again doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, maybe not. I also don't need any apologies. I also don't need any apologies. Look at this. This is pretty crazy. Look at this will take us back to that Democrat Republican thing again. You're told as a little kid that Democrats are for the poor and Republicans are for the rich, and then you get older and you realize no, the Democrats want to keep you poor and the Republicans want to remove government so everyone can get rich. And you start to realize that if you try to if your lemonade stand ever makes it bigger than one lemonade stand, if you ever start working hard and making money, you realize, holy shit, the Democrats fucking hate you. Well, here's a perfect example of it. 463. The Democrats do not want people coming into this country unless they're vaccinated. They just voted on it. I don't know. Last month, and the Republicans won, and all the Republicans voted to open the border. 463. All the Republicans voted to open the border to people who aren't vaccinated, and all the Democrats except for 7 voted against it. Here's the number 1 tennis player in the world, in the history of the world, Novak Djokovic. He's not being allowed to come into Indian Wells, that's Palm Springs, California, and he's not being allowed to come to Florida to play tennis. I know, I started early.
Oh, is that why our viewers just jumped?
Yeah, fuck you guys. Go back over and watch Hiller, you assholes, you traiting son of a bitches. No, you're always welcome here. I understand.
We started early.
Here, Novak Djokovic, they're not going to let him into the country, even though, because the law doesn't take effect until May. They're not dropping the ban on the unvaccinated until May. And so they're not going to let this guy in. Do you know who this hurts? Okay, we'll come back to Djokovic.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't hurt any rich people.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
okay.
triple. Hey, it's like, fuck you. My one lighter doesn't work. How about 3 candles?
Well, the problem is the candle's scented, right? So whatever happens here is probably.
Oh, our whole experiment is biased.
It's botched.
Got some chemicals, yeah.
Wait, is it burning the snow or is it melting the snow?
It appears to be melting it.
Heidi, are you in Siberia?
No, Wisconsin.
Oh. Okay.
You know this.
Are you being held against your will, or are you there freely?
Well, combination of both, probably.
Okay.
Here, I'll try.
This is how
That's a good shot, though.
It's beautiful.
Here, I got a fancy one.
Oh my God, this is so good. This is good. How does anyone watch Hiller when we have stuff like this? Guys, look at. Oh my
melting.
God.
It's melting.
That's an iPhone?
Yep.
That is brilliant.
That's so good.
God, Heidi, that's so good.
I think it's just melting it.
Yeah, it is. We can see it. That's an incredible shot. Trish, I'm clipping this. You probably clipped your sons, Trish. Wow, this is incredible. Okay, so, and look, you can see the dirt falling out of the ice. I don't see anything that looks like that black shit that was in the other video. Those are just speckles of dirt. The dirt's just falling out, right, Heidi? Is that what you see?
Yep.
Yeah, that's beautiful. God, I want to do a whole. Are we smoking crack on the channel? That's what it looks like.
Pretty much. Same thing.
What an incredible shot.
Mm-hmm. So, there you go.
She's like, yeah.
That's why you guys pay me the big bucks.
That's right.
Yeah, look at, even Allison says it. It's a beautiful shot. Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's very peaceful there right now.
Journalism at its finest. Thank you.
Yes.
Mitchapalooza. All right. So I guess in the meantime, we've done, we're kind of like our own Project Veritas here. So Heidi, your vote is that there was some plastic shit in that other snow.
Probably. Yeah, that's my vote.
Yeah.
Or you know what though too? What?
You're gonna ruin the story. You're gonna ruin the story, but go on.
I noticed that in other areas, just if we're talking, whatever. I've noticed that in a lot of other areas, they have more of the chemical spraying in the sky. And I feel like in Wisconsin, that's not as, that's not happening as often. like we often have very blue, clear skies.
You don't have chemtrails everywhere like
Not-
we do?
Not all the time, no.
I don't know what to believe anymore. Look at this guy followed Hiller over here to tell him to get off of here and go back live.
That's amazing.
This is not something you will find on regular TV. Hiller, go fix your audio, please, and go back live. Wrenches, ban that guy for life, please. Jake Schmittlingly.
Ban him for life.
All right, I'll let you guys get back to it here.
Okay, thank
Well,
you.
thank
Beautiful,
you.
beautiful place. Can't wait till you invite me over to visit. Thank you.
Anytime. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Bye. Thanks.
All right. Our field reporter, man, Project Veritas ain't got shit on us.
This is real fucking investigative journalism.
So Anthony Hendricks is confirming that it can depend on the air pollution. Yeah, that was that fucking snowball that guy showed in Canada doesn't even melt. It just turns black. Hey, Hiller's audio is fucked. Good. I mean, that sucks. So they're not going to allow Djokovic into Florida or Palm Springs, and guess who suffers because of that? Only the poor people. Only the people who work at the hotels, who work at the restaurants, who park the cars, who sell they have those hands like they have at football games, the number one hand, the big hand,
The foam hand.
Yeah. Those are the only people that suffer. No rich person suffers because Novak Djokovic isn't being let in.
Yeah.
Not one. But tons of fucking working class mofos.
I like his polo a lot.
Tons. Barry McCockiner, Barry McCockiner. Every Sunday we send a viewer a link and they go live. No, don't start like no. That was such a one-off.
Oh wait, you have to unban Jake for life now.
Oh, all right. Jake, you're always welcome on the show.
You're back in, buddy.
Yeah, unban him. Great. You need to buy 41 more for me to make as much as my buddy who sells his underwear on OnlyFans.
Fuck.
Mr. Hiller. Okay. So I just saw that and I'm just like, it's one more crazy thing. That lady's apologizing for not letting people work at the job because they got fired because they didn't take the forced injection. Meanwhile, Novak, oh yeah, you want to play that? Look what a study is. Go to the next clip. Go over 2 more. You can even play this. Audio is great. We'll play a little bit of this. What a stud this guy's. This is, I guess, what values and principle look like. This is if you're a mayhem athlete, this is the kind of shit this is what you sound like.
To pay.
That is the price that I'm willing to pay.
Ultimately, are you prepared to forego the chance to be the greatest player that ever picked up a racket, statistically, because you feel so strongly about this jab?
Yes.
Yes, I
do.
But as things stand, if this means that you miss the French Open, is that a price you'd be willing to pay?
Yes. That is the price that I'm willing to pay.
And if it means that you miss Wimbledon this year, again, that's a price you're willing to pay?
Yes.
Why, Novak?
Why?
Because the principles of decision making on my body are more important than any title or anything else. I'm trying to be in tune with my body as much as I possibly can.
What do you say
at the moment?
That's good. Why, Souza? Would you leave me and go work on Hiller's podcast? Why? Why, Souza?
He needs help with his audio. That's why. I'm here to
Why, Souza? Why?
Hey, I was talking about it with some people at the party last night, and we were talking about how big pharma's interests currently are aligning with everybody that they spend money on, right? And or the other way around. And they asked, they're like, well, shit, everybody's got a price, right? And I go, yeah. And the fucked up thing is everybody's got a price, and a bunch of people that aren't even taking the money would all still say, oh, well, shit, it was $100 million. I'd do it too. So you're kind of insulated from responsibility, right? If you're like, we're not doing any of this, we got to do the truth. Then big pharma steps in and goes, hey, Sevan, here's $100 million. I just need you to just never talk about this again. And you go, okay. And then everybody goes, oh, what a sellout. And then they find out, well, you got 100 mil. Everybody's like, oh, well, fuck, I'd do it for 100 mil too. I get it.
Yeah.
So you're almost
they
like
don't even
insulating
say
it.
they don't even say that though. I mean,
But
that's
they
what.
know.
Yeah, well, kinda. Like we're never ever in a million years going to hear LeBron James say, "Hey, I know that pushing Sprite to little kids is worse than all the gun violence done in Black America today, because if you do the math, the sheer number of days that I've taken away from people's lives by supporting the spread of fucking chronic disease is horrible. But I did it for the money." No, he's never going to say that.
No, he would never say that.
He's never even going to face it on his own. He won't even allow himself to think that.
For sure. Yeah. I agree with that.
It just someone writes in the comments, I can't wait till Sevan accepts Jesus and he has to apologize. Someone wrote this on YouTube, and you have to apologize for all of your sins and you have to face all the lies and sins you've done in front of God. Listen, you fucknut. I'm never going to get a chance because fucking people like LeBron are going to be up there just fucking apologizing for like 3 million years. I'm going to be in the back of the line.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck behind that guy.
Being like, yes, in the 3rd grade, when the teacher walked by, I did try to look up her skirt. I did. I'm sorry. I know it's the worst thing I've ever done. Oh, no, one time I did throw a rock at a school bus. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I threw a water balloon at a car.
Yeah. I did meant to say that John Woosley is a rat on my podcast. I'm sorry. I know I know deep down inside he's just a brother of love. One love, God. I'll hug Woosley. Tell me, you got fucking people like fucking LeBron out there, and you're worried about what I'm gonna say to God. I'm gonna be in the back. I'll be so quick. Okay, one time when I was 5, I took a massive shit and didn't wipe my butt and ran out and played with the other kids. Okay, not one time, 1,000 times. And then all my underwear when I was 5 had shit stains on them, and my mom had to wash them. I'm sorry. And that's like the worst shit I've done with my life. Yeah. I stole a stack of hall passes in high school, and I would fill out hall passes to for my friends so that they could get out of class.
Straight to hell.
Yeah.
Wait,
and then God's gonna be like, Sevan, I actually had you do that. That was under my guidance. That was not a sin. I too wanted to see your friends get out of class. Those are my children. Oh. Don't be so arrogant to think you had any choice in anything you did. I am God, Sevan.
You have no free will.
Yes. Well, thank you, God, for I do appreciate that in this journey here on earth, you've made me kind of disgusted by buttholes and poop and kept me away from that. You're very welcome, Sevan. You're very welcome. You're one of my favorite children on earth.
This is an interesting church.
Yeah. Well, thanks, God. That it's a pretty good life, and I appreciate you keeping me. I don't mind just like only doing like 3 sexual positions and just being chill. Cool. I'm just so glad you didn't make me interested in the butthole. My pleasure, my son.
No, my pleasure.
And I will not be sending you back to Earth to live a life where you ever are interested in butthole. God, that's awesome. That's it. No, Ace, no. I'm not a fan of any butthole stuff. I'm a fucking simple person. Okay, now let's show the video. I'm going to show you guys this video that I've been embarrassed to show you guys.
Oh my gosh. Is it in those clips here? Or should I just...
Hey, you can go at any time over to Hillerfit, and he will explain to you that walking is better than running if you want to get a higher score on the 23.9.
Am I bringing this up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to watch this video 600 times. Before you start this, I want you just to look at these girls for a second. Oh, I never even noticed that girl in the red has a tattoo between her stuff.
Oh yeah, and under her collarbone.
God, this video. Okay, you guys ready? Okay. Here we go. We're gonna. I don't know what to say about this. Just watch this. Okay.
Joining in on the recording sponsors segment.
This is so good.
Here it is.
I want you to, before we start. Hold on.
Okay.
This isn't just your. I don't want you to think this is just your typical titty video. This is. There's so many nuances to this video, right? Don't you think, Sousa?
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
There's a coordination piece that is just mind-boggling here. Oh, Jeff, you shouldn't see this, dude.
And we're not just talking about their outfits.
Yeah, it's just fascinating. It's fascinating. Okay, go ahead.
I like how we went from church sermon to this. This is good. Okay.
And you know what's funny is, so I went over to try to find these girls. Like I wanted to see the
where's
original.
that at?
I wanted to see the original account.
Of course.
And the account, that Paul Glee account, is a private account.
Is it one of the chicks?
I can't even tell. Okay, well, let's watch the video and then we'll go see. I'm happily married man. Yeah, this is not good for, well, if you're happily married. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. Natty or not? Yeah, another fantastic question. I don't think you can do what you're about to see if you are natty. This is not a natty. This is not a natty phenomenon. Oh, Allison, I showed your husband this last night. I'm sorry. Or not sorry. I don't know. But I need people to show this to, because I can't even believe what I'm seeing.
Oh, the chicks are like, show it already. Jeez.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. How in the world? I want to see the rough cut of this. I love their expressions too. Look at the girl in the red, her
smile.
Yeah, just everything about her.
Dude's eyes.
Will you play the music once, just a little bit?
Yeah.
That can't be sustainable. How can I make it bigger? I don't know. There we go. Wow, how did you do that? How do you make it bigger?
I just double clicked like my mouse. I still don't really know how to work the zoom on the mouse, but I get it right like 50% of the time.
How long did it take him to do that?
The thing with his eyes?
No. Like, how long did it take him to coordinate their boobs they're going at the same, I think they're going at the same, they're at the right and left.
I don't know. Okay, we had enough of this.
All right. You're always showing my husband videos of girls. It's my karma for what I do for a living. All right. I do just that one and one other one. Well, I showed him a whole account.
Trisha's comment.
What? This is the kind of video your uncle shows you when you're 12 and discovering sex, and it makes you deeply uncomfortable. You know, when I was 5, my uncle took me to go see Saturday Night Fever. I was 5 years old.
5?
My uncle was probably 20 at the time. And during the nude scene, he put his hand over my eyes. There's a fucking suicide scene in that movie. Guy jumps off a fucking bridge. Oh. Anyway, so I saw that, and then I had to. I didn't know. I didn't want to lose it because I knew I'd want to see it again. So I sent it to some people. Like, I was just like, who can I send this to? I don't have a lot of people I can send that to. Like, I'm 50. You know what I mean? Like, who am I going to send that to?
Well, we just put it on the show here, so now it's sent to a lot of people.
Yeah. Jeremy World. Oh, wow. Super late. I didn't get the memo. Sevan just DM'd you something a friend sent me. Maybe material for the next live call-in show. $5. Thank you. Okay. All right. I can't think that that's good for the boobs. Real boobs, you can't do that with real boobs, first of all. There's like something under there, right? That's just moving like that because those are fake boobs.
Oh, really?
What do you think?
I don't know. I thought they moved like that because the opposite.
No. No. We need a poll.
Looks
those
like
Those are absolutely the real boobs would never do that.
What we need is a couple more viewers to run our experiment live here on the show.
Someone who wants to who wants to run that experiment live right now?
Two types of people here.
There's no way that's real.
One natty or one not.
Yeah, there's none.
No, you could definitely do that with real boobs. See, wait, where Jessica T's comment.
No, you can definitely do that with real boobs. No.
Chime in, ladies. Here we go.
No.
Yep. And I'm
No.
right.
No. Let me tell you. No, you fucking knuckleheads.
I'm going to give it a try. Thank you, Heidi.
Listen. Real boobs, they're real. You're out of your mind, Allison. You're out of your fucking mind. Okay, pull that video up again. There's no real boob in the world that looks like that unless they're growing. You'd have to be like 14 years old.
They're growing?
Hey, the real boobs could go up and down like that, maybe, not side to side like that.
Look at the chick in the red, dude. There's a lot of movement there.
Dude, those boobs are so fucking fake.
There's a lot of oscillation on that bar.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank God. Want someone. They're fake. Thank you. I know. Then Jonathan fucks us up. Allison is the resident boob expert. There's probably some truth to that.
God, too bad we didn't know their handle.
I know nothing about boobs. That hurts. Oh, thank you, Olivia. Thank you. Those are fake. They're fake boobs. They're called gummy bears. Personally speaking, gummy bears are meant to feel and look real.
There's like different types you could get, like gummy bear. I thought it was just like one type.
Those are the kind of boobs that ruin real boobs for all guys, by the way. Not because they think that real boobs can look like that.
Point in case myself, huh?
Yeah, you just shook yours from side to side. Yeah, but they're not going to do that. Like real boobs, the nipple will still be like going this direction when the boob comes this way. Those are just, see how those stay together? I need a closer view. Just go in the mirror and try doing that to yourself and see what happens. Real boobs won't even move like that together from side to side. They'll get out of whack. Real boobs start circling and shit. They start doing weird shit. They have a mind of their own.
Interesting. Well, you asked before, you're like, that can't be good for it. Well, it's definitely not good for it if they're fake. There might be some sort of...
Yeah, stretching the skin out.
Yeah, or busting inside.
What's that guy to the right holding a camera of himself? What? Zoom out for a second. Those are people who like the video or something. Wow.
It'd be a shame if that song was promoted to use this video. If my song was promoted.
Look at this asshole. Sad. It's the only offer they have. What?
You don't know that. You haven't talked to them.
Yeah, women
with a coffee cup. Parents are proud.
Oh man, people are so fucking uptight. My goodness.
Boring though. That's when you could tell these dudes do not get laid.
I thought it was fucking cool.
This is how the milkshake is made. First decent comment. 2 feature stars on OnlyFans. Dad will be proud. But look what
they looked like me when I was young. Now my titties would whistle if I shook them like that. Yeah, exactly. Yours would be in Santa Cruz and New York at the same time if you did that. Yeah.
Look, dude, all you have to do is post a video like this, and it's just an insecure dude magnet. They just all show up and comment.
Please, guys, stop simping.
What's that mean?
That means that's like what the make memes, WAD memes guy does. It's like you hang out with girls and you'll agree with anything they say in order to get attention from them. Even if they're degrading themselves.
That qualifies as this?
Well, they're saying that people who are enjoying this are simping.
This is a fucking legit experiment. We got questions that we're trying to have answered. I don't know how that's simping.
Here we go. That is accurate. At a bachelorette party last year, we had nipple tassels. We all jumped and our tassels went in circles. Yeah. I know my boobs. I know boobs.
Sounds like a great party.
Yeah.
Where was that at? Just out in the street, you guys were just tasseling? Just tasseling?
Sevan nailed it, yes. We've nailed many of things in this.
Oh, no, the comments are simping. Okay.
But you could do, real boobs could go up and down like that, but they won't go right to left like that. Anyway, I'm glad you this bit went off better than I thought. I still might. This is going to be every once in a while something happens on the show where in the middle of the day I'm like, I don't know if I should have said that or shown that. This could be one of those things. I wonder if I showed it every show, if eventually I would become numb to it. That's the cure for it.
Yes.
Does
Gummy
someone's
bear
mom
breast
still watch this show? Oh, thanks for now. You really fucked me up.
Gummy bear breast implants.
Oh wow, I love some boobies, but this video annoys me. Wow.
Please explain more. Why?
Oh.
Probably because it cuts to a dude, right? Like you're feeling some type of way, then it cuts to the dude, and you're like, no.
At Port St. Joe, Florida, a retirement community for my friend Sarah's bachelorette party, before she found her man, everyone knew Sarah and her tits. Oh, like she was that girl who always pulled her tits out at the bar. It is what it is. We had to pay homage to her tits one last time. Oh, that's cool.
Sound like a fun group to hang out with.
No one had pulled their. Well, I was gonna say no one pulled their tits out at the party last night, but that's not true. That is not true. One person did. Okay. How about 461? What you're about to see, this is Australia. This is once again, I'm not even saying I'm Republican. I'm just want to show you. Someone's like, hey, you never show both sides how stupid the Republicans are. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry, but these are just the subjects I'm focused on right now. It just so happens the Democrats are always the ones who are retarded. This is in Australia, and this police officer made a fake vaccine passport, but it's obviously a joke because on her fake vaccine passport, she wrote her name as like fuckface, right? Or like go fuck yourself. Like that was her name on it, right?
Yeah.
And then it says date issued and it said double go fuck your face or go fuck yourself. Like it was just a meme. It was just a total joke vaccine passport. But she lost her job for it for forging a document. So imagine that. Imagine if a cop pulled you over and you pulled out your license and you handed it to him. He goes, "What else is that in your wallet?" And you show him and go, "Oh, it's just a fake driver's license, joke driver's license I made." He's like, "Well, that's illegal. I'm going to put you to jail." And you're like, "No, dude. It says right here my date of birth is that. It says my name here is God and my date of birth is infinite and my birthplace is Mars." And I'm like, it's a total obvious joke. And he's like, "Nope, sorry."
Yep.
It's like Monopoly money. It would be like going to jail for having Monopoly money. And they're like, "Well, you tried to pass this off as real money." You're
Yeah,
like,
like
"No,
you tried to use it.
Yeah.
Very obviously a joke.
Yeah. And this is Republicans don't do this kind of stuff. At least I haven't seen it. This is all just socialist. This is people just fucking manipulating the law to get what they want. Let's see. Go watch. This guy's great.
I believe there was an officer that was charged for a meme for a COVID vaccine certificate. And do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
Yeah. Is that not bizarre?
Well, that was our policy at the time. So
to charge officers without memes? You don't want to be on camera?
No, not without notification. Without.
Can we get someone to comment on that? Because that's to us. That's
Where are you from?
Rebel News.
She doesn't know where Ari's from.
Avi Yemini for Rebel News in
Avi. Sorry, Avi. Avi Yemi. What a great name. Watch. Keep going. He's going to explain it. He's going to explain it here in a second. You think we're going to get in trouble for playing this for so long? Oh, you muted yourself. You do.
Alice Springs, Northern Territory. Now, just when you thought things couldn't get even more crazy in this country town, we find a former police officer.
If I pause it partly through like that, might help us out a little bit.
Fighting charges for what seems was a COVID-19 vaccination.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, look at. You see that?
Yeah.
That's what she had. Go fuck yourself on her vaccination card. Try using Monopoly money at a casino. It's not a joke.
Oh, really? Like they'd fuck you up?
Well, they'd probably kick you out.
Yeah.
She lost her job for making fun of their religion. Yeah. That's a great point. That's a great way to word it. It's a way of instilling fear and compliance. You must not point out that the emperor has no clothes.
Mitchapalooza. Mitchapalooza.
All right, let's go back to that video with the girls dancing.
Are we really?
No, I'm joking.
I have to jump off in a couple minutes too here.
Oh, the show just blew by today.
I
Didn't
know.
Get started.
I know.
Thank you, Corey, for calling in. Okay, how about 460? This never gets old. That means when I write something like that, that means that we may have shown it before, but I didn't know. But I'm trying to cover my tracks by saying this never gets old, just in case.
Yeah, cover your bases.
Yeah, just in case.
Bases.
Yeah, here we go.
Thinking, it doesn't make sense that conservatives don't like abortion. You're gonna love this. It's so funny. You think conservatives would love abortion, right? It's such a conservative thing. Abortion's just dead liberals. We're not aborting farmers and electricians, dude. It's just piles of music theater majors. Like, I was thinking, it doesn't make sense that conservatives don't like.
It's a good joke, right?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's a great joke. And why? Because it's so true. It's like that guy who says, it's like that comedian says, hey, if you're going to get married and you want kids and you want a wife that wants to stay home and like raise your kids, you might not want to marry a liberal. You might want to marry a conservative. Like, oh, good to know. Sevan should have played the video of the girls dancing when that one dude who doesn't watch porn was on. Oh, that guy was good. Brett Pike, the homeschool guy.
You can't do that. That's like putting weed in the hookah when they think it's hookah. It's fucked up.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a great example.
It's not cool.
Yeah, why don't the conservatives could just, isn't it funny? They're only, yeah, it's bizarre. Bizarre. You would think if they just let it go, it's kind of like weeding itself out. Just more idiots.
Self-correcting.
Yeah. Oh, this is good. 458. I like this. You can't hide who you are from your family and friends. This is an interesting thing, by the way. This is a really, really, if you are not comfortable with who you are, or you haven't kind of like settled into who you are, this is from Matt Boudreau. He's been on the show. This is a great line. A man can fake it with others all he wants. The relationship with his wife and kids will tell you the truth. The way they tackle life, the sparkle in their eyes. Watch them and you'll know. And then he goes on to say, hang around young people long enough and you'll get a pretty solid idea of who their parents are. Same is true for a man's wife and children. Watch how they interact with him, each other, and the world around them. You get a pretty solid idea of the man himself. And this is it's because you're so intimate with these people, your kids and your wife. If you aren't real, you'll become exhausted. It's kind of crazy. I went to bed at 1 and I got up at 5 this morning. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't tired, but like I'm so fucking excited every morning when I wake up and I have so much energy because I'm just myself. And what does that mean? I'm just myself. It's not that I still try to stay in a meditative state and watch everything as it comes out of my mouth and stay present. It's not that I don't give a shit. I do give a shit. But if things happen that I don't like, if I have characteristics that I don't like, I just try to work on them.
Not defend them. Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. I just try to work on myself to make myself a better person. I don't always just keep swearing around my children and be like, well, it's just who I am. I might think, okay, I noticed that my children are saying this word now. Maybe I should stop saying it around them. Or I don't just eat whatever I want, whatever desire comes up. I'm still on guard. But if you can't, God, I'm going to have to work on this. If you can't be yourself around your wife and your kids, it's going to be exhausting. I mean, I guess I'm preaching to the choir. Those of you who know that, who have jobs where you can't be yourself. That's why work is so exhausting, because you're going there and you're not being yourself.
Takes a lot of work to hold up a fake persona.
Yeah.
Or defend a bunch of untrue things, the way you feel, your interactions with other people around you all the time. It takes some bandwidth to be like on point like that. Taking the funk.
I do see that. I do see when I look at kids, I see behaviors in them and the way they act and stuff. I often think, okay, that's probably because of these things that happen at home for them. This is, a lot of the things you'll see kids act out is just the relationship. They're acting out with their siblings and with other kids, the relationship that Haley and I have with each other. Like, I see it all the time. Unfortunately, you see it most in bad shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Long dramatic pause.
Do you know? I know that you have to go. Do you have to go in 14 minutes or sooner?
No, I have to go like pretty much now.
Okay, let's just talk about this one last thing. How about
Are you gonna stay on? Take some calls?
I don't know.
I feel like when you're on by yourself, people are more obligated to call it. Like they'll it's easier for them to call in.
How about this? How many people fucking told us that they received emails from CrossFit saying that their scores weren't validated?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what that is? You might think, oh, it's no big deal, Sevi. It's no big deal. It's just an error in computing. You know what it reminds me of? Every day I get spam on my phone that says your Amazon account has been hacked. Your Apple account has been hacked. Your PayPal has been hacked. It's like, how the fuck does CrossFit Games fuck that up?
It happened to us.
You had validated scores, but your affiliate members were getting emails saying that you didn't validate the scores?
And then some of our scores that were submitted but weren't available for us to click validate, like popped back up like after the validation time.
Oh, so did those people get fucked?
I think it might have gone through, because Grace wrote them an email and was like, hey, like, I checked this pretty religiously to make sure everybody's score gets validated.
Yeah.
And these weren't here. And then it popped up into my inbox afterward, the time to validate. Like, what can we do about this?
Yeah, it's like you're screwing everyone in your community. You're taking away people's time. It's sloppy. It's really, really sloppy. I bet you I would love to see how many of those. You think they sent out 10,000 of those? Or do you think they sent out 100,000 emails that says your score is invalidated? And so that's 100,000 points of confusion they entered into the system.
Yeah. Just chaos.
It's pathetic.
Yeah,
it's pathetic.
Sucks. Trish should call in. Who is Trish?
No, Trish, don't call in. Please don't.
Trish clipped me out of Andrew Hiller's behind the scenes thing at Broken Science. Did you watch that?
I'm sure I did. Oh, here, I'll pull it up in your honor with you leaving. Trish. Is that account is just Trish, right? Yeah. Trish the Dish. 3-in-1 oil. Oh, no, I haven't seen this. Wow. Okay, here we go.
It's that GoPro footage.
That GoPro setup Hiller has is sick.
Yeah, Project Veritas status, because I definitely didn't know it was recording when he was talking to me here.
I loved these cups at Greg's Broken Science thing. Look at the cups. They're disposable cups, but they look like they were steel.
They were sturdy too.
Yeah, those are classic.
On Sousa
What you doing down here?
I'm the media dump dude, so all the SD cards that come out of these cameras, I keep them all organized, and then I organize them through these files and upload them onto this external, and then
Got it.
He just like cuts you off. Like, all right.
God, Trish, you're desperate for content. Fuck. Boom.
Just sitting in the corner.
Eggplant. Oh, they won't give me an emoji of an eggplant if I.
That's what I do too. I type it in just to hit the button. It's easier than finding the emoji. Oh boy, I do have to leave. Jay
Okay,
Hart
bye.
always tell me.
Bye.
Are you staying on? Okay, good. I like
Yeah,
that. I like
stay
that.
on
Take
for
some
a little
calls. I'm gonna listen.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
All right.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
It's hard for me to leave. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first.
Okay. Bye. Should I kick Sousa out
Wait, my thing's not working now.
so he doesn't feel bad? Here.
There you
Oh, I can't kick you out because you're an admin.
I am impossible.
And then there was one. Oh, Trish, you've got Trish 19. Look at that. Oh, this is your holy shit, Trish. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at this. We had this at my house growing up as a kid. I think we had this. Wow. Look what Ron pulled out of storage. Our Corningware coffee percolator. Yeah, we had something like this. This is crazy. Wow. Dang. This is nuts. Wow, you're really going big on your account. Noble, what's this? Hoover ball, train hard, no excuses. All right. Yeah. I didn't even drink coffee when my mom had that. When we had that thing, it was like a percolator, right? And then you would see the water. I like that too. I like taking that thing apart as a kid and like trying to understand how it worked. Like they boiled the water and it came up the pipe and it filtered through the coffee. Look, Allison's like, what is that? It's an old school coffee maker, a percolator. Oh. That conversation I was having the other day where I got all wound up about the police officers and lowering the standards so that women could become police officers. The thing is this, and it was being misunderstood that for some reason I didn't want women as police officers. I don't care who's a police officer, to be honest. I just don't want the standard set for a sexual outcome, for a sex outcome. I want the standard set for other reasons. So just like I don't want the standard set for my surgeon to be the color of his skin. I don't want the standard. I want my surgeons to be set for the competence in that position. So whatever would make someone the best police officer in the world, that test. Oh, thank you, Mike. So I don't even need to explain it. Only that one person. And here's the thing. This is going to get really crazy for some of you. That kind of thinking, that's where science goes wrong, because you don't know the exact goal you're going for. You're not defining anything. So if your goal, let's say you were running a strip club, right? And the goal was to bring in as many men to have them give as much money. So you would want to find the attributes of those women who perform at the strip club that would bring that money. You wouldn't be like, I just want black girls or I just want Asian girls. You'd be like, black girls and Asian girls bring in the most money, therefore I want black girls and Asian girls. Like, that's how it works. You have to have, but for some reason in politics, it hasn't gotten like that. And then on my Instagram, someone was saying that these things are in place not to bring women in or bring trans people in or not to bring gay people in, but to make sure that they're not biased against for those reasons. And I don't buy that in the slightest, because they've already admitted that they're doing it to bring in those people, not necessarily to find the best people for the job, but to make sure. It's like even Ronald Reagan said it. I'm going to appoint the first female Supreme Court justice. He was guilty of it too. He went after someone because they had a vagina. Now, here's the thing. If you want a Supreme Court justice that has a vagina, you're only cutting the population in half. So you still have a pretty solid pool of people to pick from. If you cut the population even further and you want it to be a black lesbian, now you've cut the population into just a tiny little section, and the chances of you finding the best person become almost impossible for the job of being a Supreme Court justice. I think 13% of the U.S. population is melanated, and then half of that is probably women. So let's say 6.5%. But then if you're looking for lesbians, it's probably 1%, less than 1%. It's 0.0000001% of black women are probably lesbians. And then if you want them to be attorneys, it gets even smaller. Right? Because you're looking for a Supreme Court justice. It just stops. It becomes a point where it just stops making sense at all. And that's why just a little bit of discrimination, like Ronald Reagan was using, sets precedent for there to be a lot of discrimination. But here's the really scary part. Those people who use their mind in such a shallow way, and they say, hey, we're going to change the test on how to become a United Airlines pilot. We're going to make the test easier to become a United Airlines pilot so that we can get more women and black people in. You have to understand that eventually those are the same people, that it's the same logic that says, hey, in order to reduce murder in this country, we have to kill all black people. Do you guys see the connection there? If 51% of all the murders are happening in the United States are being committed by men, penises with melanated skin, the fastest way to reduce that number would be to eliminate all melanated men. That's their thinking. That's their thinking. And it ends up going there. It always is a slippery slope. It's the way those people think that's so dangerous. It's the way they think. And what happens is the people on the right start it gets twisted, and they start taking intellectual shortcuts, and then it starts appearing that like you're racist and you hate black people, or you hate trans people, or you hate gay people, or you hate Jews. Starts getting twisted because it's a shortcut. They start taking these shortcuts in their thinking. That's what the people on the right end up doing, because they get so frustrated with the twisted thinking of the people on the left. They start taking shortcuts. And it's exhausting to keep always having to explain these things to them. That's why metaphors, analogies, and similes are so powerful. Bye, Trish. I wonder how my wife's doing. That's the thing. When there's this illusion, the illusion of doing good. Really, you're just perpetuating the bad. You're setting a precedent. What else should I play? What's this? Oh, this is crazy. You guys want to see some fucking crazy stuff? This is, oh man. This Instagram account is called The Hood's Finest. I wish I could play this bigger. I don't know. Can I double click it? Oh no. Yeah. He said he just double clicked it and made it big. This is an Amazon truck. More boobs. This is an Amazon truck that just pulled over somewhere. Okay. And this lady down on the bottom in the purple that I'm circling, I think she's the driver, and she got out to deliver a package. And look at this fucking chaos. Her Her truck's being looted. Look, people are just stopping in their cars and robbing. Now watch the lady. She's the driver. She's not doing anything. She's just standing there. And she's got something in her hands. Look in her hands. She's holding something. And that guy pretends like he's walking away and then grabs whatever's in her hand so hard that it throws her to the ground. Nuts, right? I don't know where this is. This is absolutely nuts. No, she shouldn't do anything. I agree with you, Kenneth. I'm not blaming her for not. I think she should have just walked away and bought a sandwich. I feel so bad for her. Look at her. That's someone's mom, dude. That's some poor lady who's just trying to fucking work an honest day's fucking work. I don't even know if this is the United States. I don't know where this is. I'm assuming it's the United States. I'm assuming it's Chicago. It's crazy. It breaks my heart to see people behaving like this. And here's the thing. Eventually, this will be brought to an end. This is going to be stopped. Yeah, it pisses you off, right? It's infuriating. Don't let it make your skin boil. This is going to be brought to an end. And how it's brought to an end ties back with what I was just telling you before. Those same liberals who are thinking of like pigeonholing people for the color of their skin and their sexual identity, eventually they're going to take care of this problem. And it's going to be so ugly, people. It's going to be so bad. I'll show you. You want to see? I'll show you an example of it happening right now. You want to see some crazy shit? Look at this. So we just saw an Amazon truck getting ransacked, right? Ransacked. Good guess, Detroit. Great guess. Great guess. Might not be pretty when it's ended. I know it's not going to be pretty, dude. It's not going to be pretty. It's going to be so bad. But I'll show you how it ends up going down. And it'll be done by the same people who now are claiming that they're like for equality and shit. But really that's just equity. They don't care. And here it is. I'm going to show you this. These are I think I'll show you this one first. I don't know if you guys know what's going on in El Salvador, but they're rounding up all the criminals. And I want to read some of this shit to you. It's fucking crazy. El Salvador crackdown breaks the gangs at huge cost to human rights. El Salvador's brutal crackdown on gangs has led to thousands of arbitrary detentions and the militarization of the streets. The violence became entrenched and the homicide rate was regularly 50 per 100,000. To put that in perspective, in the U.S., it's 7.8 per 100,000. And we know, and the thing is, too, is in the United States, what's kind of cool is where all the homicides are, so you can stay away from them. Like if you live in Berkeley, there's no homicides, but on either side of you, there's Richmond and Oakland. Or like in Santa Cruz, there's no homicides, right? But if you go to Chicago, so it's even they had the you can even stay away from the homicides if you want. Prison deaths mount. The deaths in the prison mount in El Salvador. As the gang crackdown continues, the arrest of more than 55,000 people have swamped an overwhelmed criminal justice system, with defendants having virtually no hope of getting individual attention from judges. Here it is. Look at CNN. Salvadorian authorities are committing massive human rights violations with nearly 2% of the country detained. Dude, 2% of the country detained? This is insane. This is so fucking wild. But listen, this is way mild compared to the vaccine protocols that we had in this country. You see the thing there? They're calling it a massive human rights violation with nearly 2% of the country detained. We had fucking 100% of our country fucking put under given ultimatums. El Salvador population of 6 million. Here it is, guys. Ready? This is so awesome. El Salvador population of 6 million has gone 300 days without a single homicide. Before Bukele took over, it was considered the most dangerous city in the world, most dangerous country in the world. There were 382 homicides in the city of Los Angeles last year with the population of 3.8 million. El Salvador now has the lowest murder rate in the Americas. Nayib Bukele approval rating is 90%. It's the best approval rating for any leader in Latin America. Yeah, those people were terrified. But here it gets even crazier. I'm going to show you this video I saw on Twitter. This video is so gnarly. Here we go. Let me see if I can. Okay, here we go. Watch this shit. This is going to blow you away. Maybe someone's going to be like, "Hey dude, this isn't real. This is a movie." Cuz you can't even believe what you're about to see here. Watch this. These guys. They say that if you stop running, they'll just shoot you. That's why all the guys are running. They say, hey, don't stop running. And they also said that if you fall down or trip, they shoot you also. Yeah, they're probably gonna send all these dudes to the United States, believe it or not. Look at this. Can you fucking believe it? So they shave all these guys' heads. It's nuts, right? This is like some fucking freaky movie. Truckloads and truckloads. 55,000 of these. I don't know what they're gonna do with them. They're all MS-13 and Cali 18 gang members. Well, it's gonna be, yeah, it's martial law, straight up. Sevan, look up El Salvador mega prison. David Weed, that's how you do it. Hey, and when this happens in the United States, no one will care either. Just like we're not seeing any human rights activists or environmental activists or anyone speaking up at all the atrocities that have happened in the last 2 years in this country. It's just weak ass podcasts like this one and just some conservatives. The same thing will happen again. It's gonna be. It's coming. It's coming. There's going to become a point where someone's not going to take it anymore. We're going to I'm guessing we got to be getting close to electing that person. I think most of us are just fed up, right? It's nuts. El Salvador. I'm glad I don't live there. Those guys all look scary, right? Scary dudes. And we'll leave on this note. I think we'll leave on this note. My plan is to leave on this note. Here we go. This is about gender. This is about sex inequality regarding pay for female soccer players versus male soccer players. And of course, once you look at the math, you see what's going on here. It actually is the women who are getting paid more than the men, and yet it's the way the media makes it is that the men are getting paid more, which is nuts.
The bonus difference between the men's team and the women's team. The women got paid out from a pool of $30 million from the Women's World Cup. The men would draw from a pool of $400 million, okay? $400 million, $30 million. Why is that? It's because the Men's World Cup generates $6 billion in revenue. Mm-hmm. The Women's World Cup generates $131 million in revenue. The Women's World Cup players get paid out 20% of the total revenue. The men get paid out 7%. As a percentage point, they are getting much more. The problem is, for anybody desiring equal pay, and by the way, I think equal pay is a ridiculous concept in and of itself. If the women generate more revenue, they should get paid more than the men. Don't strive for getting the same, strive for getting what you're worth. And if you're worth more, then get more. When you talk about the bonus difference between the men's team and
So the themes of this show are that the majority of you don't know the difference between fake boobs and real boobs, and you don't know the way boobs and gravity and physics work. That math is important if you want to do what's best for people, and you shouldn't hold women down by comparing them to men, because women are probably better than men. What are some other themes? I think that's the two good themes. I was thinking, I don't know if I should talk about. I'll wait. I was going to bring up the Danny Spiegel video again. I'll wait. It'll be fun to bring up when there's more people on here. I need a Souza or a Hiller or someone else. Oh, 3, don't move to El Salvador. Thank you. She has that video we played on here, if you insist, Miss Valenzuela. She has that video that we played on here, Miss Danny Spiegel, where she says, I think I'm paraphrasing, but don't judge me for the way my body looks, or it's not about the way my body looks, but it's about what my body can do. And yet I don't think she would even have 500 followers if she didn't have a body with the way it looks, regardless of what it could do. And it appears to me that she leans into the way her body looks and exploits the way her body looks. And I say that with peace and love. Like, fuck, if I had that body, I'd be exploiting it too. But there's an inconsistency, a dishonesty, a lack of genuineness. Like, why can't it be both? What's wrong with having a beautiful body? Nothing. Nothing is wrong with having a beautiful body. Don't hate your body. My gym is about to sign with Tier. I hope they don't go woke. Yeah, I agree. It's fake as, I don't know if it's fake as fuck or it's just like a massive disconnect. It's a massive disconnect. John Jones so nicely ended Gone last night. He turned a corner. Yeah, I felt bad for Gone, but yeah, Jones was incredible. How about the fucking Mexican chick? She looks like she's 14. She's adorable looking. What's her name? Who beat Shevchenko? That was incredible. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. A massive disconnect. Yeah, you think, yeah. I don't think she's a bad person either. I think she's just someone needs to just help her think better. She's missing something. She's missing some stuff. She needs someone to help her think correctly. It would set her free too. And what's amazing is if someone helped her think and she could get disconnected from some of her presuppositions and some of her insecurities, then she could actually accomplish her goal of what she wants to do by influence women. She's getting women to, she's actually getting women to buy into that there's a problem that then needs to be solved. Well, you could bypass the whole thing by just hit the reset switch on that whole line of thinking. Like, hey, that's actually not what's going on. You're bringing your insecurities to a reality that some of us just don't live in. Come out of your head. It's okay out here. Yeah, Mexico must be going nuts. I was pretty happy for it. You called that, David? What's her name? Alexa Grasso? What was her name? Alexa Grasso? Anyway, great fights. Bo Nickel was amazing. It was an awesome night. And I love brisket. There was so much brisket. Yeah. Yair, Brandon Moreno for sure. Grasso for sure. I think Yair still got a little bit of work to do. He's going to have to beat Volkanovski. Oh, about Bones. Yeah, Bones handled his business. John Jones Bones. I think he was nervous, man. I think he was really nervous. I liked his post-fight interview where he said he felt goofy in his stand-up game a little bit because I guess he did feel like he had some ring rust. Oh, thank you, Chris. Alexa Grasso. Yeah, she was a sniper. Hey, it's crazy. It's crazy that she finished her in a submission. Absolutely crazy. Crazy. That's no easy task. And Shevchenko wants an immediate rematch, she said. Why do you think Jones is unlikable? Would you think that there's something about him that just doesn't seem real? Like, why? I wouldn't say he was fat. He's big. I wouldn't say he was fat, but he's huge. I think when he gets on top of you, he feels really heavy though. And I think Gon was tripping. And by the way, I saw in an interview before the fight, they were interviewing Dana White, and Dana White said Francis Ngannou will never come back to the UFC. That kind of sucked to hear that. All right. Show is over. Tomorrow morning do we have Sam Briggs on tomorrow morning? I'm pretty pumped for that. Yeah, Sam Briggs, 7 a.m. It's been a while. I love Sam. She's great. Then Tuesday we have Tyson Bagent. He finishing up the NFL Combine today. So that'll be cool to hear firsthand from him what he's going on. Then on Wednesday, holy shit. You know who we have Wednesday? Rich Froning. Wow, this is a crazy week. Sam Briggs, Tyson Bagent, Rich Froning. Oh my God, on Thursday we have Dallas Alexander. Do you guys know who that is? That's the dude. He was Special Forces Canada. Wouldn't take the injection, got kicked out. He's the same thing as Devin Lorette. What is that? What are they called? JTF? Crazy. And then Friday, we have Gary Roberts. Dude, this week is nuts. We need a live call-in show. I need to have Dave on again. I'll call Dave and bug him, see when he's coming on again. I would like to do that. I'd like to have I need to call Adrian Bosman too. I'd like to have Adrian on and get his thoughts on how the Open went. God, how stoked are you guys this week? Sam Briggs, Tyson Bagent, Rich Froning, Gary Roberts, and Dallas Alexander. That's a fucking lineup, dude. That dude Dallas Alexander's a bad dude. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with me Sunday morning. We started an hour early. I welcome all of you who came over from Hiller's show. And I can't wait, y'all, to hate on Rick like you morons did on Jason. I can't wait for y'all to hate on Rich. No one's gonna hate on Rich. Come on. I always think Glassman's coming on.